pause and project this. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm working on some crochet pumpkin pillows, and I have a few other fall decorations that I have in mind to buy / make for us. Okay, clear and sunny tomorrow. Spirits feel neutral today. Oops. And queen of sauce, glazed yams. It's yam season, and what better way to enjoy these delightful tubers than by slathering them in a sweet, sticky glaze. You'll need a nice ripe yam and a whole bunch of sugar. Now here's how you do it. You learned how to cook glazed yams. Okay, if you look at the TV that she's looking at, the person who's cooking is like floating in the sky. Interesting cooking show. Okay, we got a letter. Hello. Thanks for helping me clear out those monsters. I'm not scared at all, but it should make the mine safer for everyone else, right? Take this blueprint. Hope it doesn't make me obsolete. Clint, the blacksmith. New crafting recipe, geode crusher. Nice. Okay, what do we need to make a geode crusher? Two gold bar, 50 stone, and 1 diamond. Okay. Let's harvest our stuff. Do we have any more fall seeds? Broccoli seeds. Takes 8 days. Yeah, we'll just wait. Let's put our stuff up though. Oops. Ooh, we could buy a big chest recipe to make larger chests. So we just ran out of vegetable space. I think that might be worth doing. I know that we have the honey, so we can sell that. Put that up. No. Here? No. Here? Where's my periwinkle? There it is. Okay. We can also sell these extras. Okay. Let's go take care of the animals. Hello, dog. Oh wait, that reminds me. Gotta water the corn and the dog. that our first mayonnaise? No, but it is our first gold mayonnaise. And we can make... Hello, chickens. Good morning. All right. Starting our egg production. Just curious why save different star levels of things too. Good question. Oh, and hello, good morning. Good morning. I hope you're well. Happy Sunday. That's a great question. I've always done it. I actually I used to just hoard these, so I would have like 20 eggs of all of the different levels. I have no idea. There's no actual strategy to it. It's just the way my brain works. And yeah. I should question it. And I think I have like slightly before. Oh, hello, baby cow. Oh no. Did I not check on you yesterday? Probably not. I'm sorry. I should probably also let you out. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way I did it to begin with. I think I started doing it because I just didn't know what I needed to save. Oh, and also I like saving the higher quality things for like for now you can mingle with the chickens. For the Grange displays too. So I just kind of save one of each level of the things in case I need it for some reason. I guess. I don't know. Good question. We're asking the important questions here. Ouch. Okay, what else do we need to check on? Okay, do you, Queen? Thank you. Yeah, I wonder if it's a bad strategy to have. But it served me okay so far, so I guess I just never quite, didn't feel the need to change it. I would probably make more money if I sold the higher star things. Anyways, how's your morning going? I hope it's going well. I hope your weekend is going well. I think I'm gonna buy the recipe for the big chest. The large chest? Let's go do that. Hopefully she's at home. Oh, also the last stream that I did, nope, shop, big chest recipe, there we go. It's 5,000 gold, but it's worth it, I think. The last stream that I did was our bird doodle stream. I think it went really well. I had a lot of fun. The drawing is directly behind my head because I needed to place it on like a flat surface, and that was the only spot that I could put it at the moment. But I am planning on putting it in some sort of frame, and then I thought maybe putting it right above the couch that's behind me. I do have 2 other things that I want to put above the couch. But I thought that might be a good spot for it, but that will have to wait until I can buy a frame for it. So right now it is behind me. It's just directly behind my head because that's the only flat surface we have back there. I might have to consider finagling my background to make anything I put up on the wall more visible. But We shall see. That would be a project in itself. Okay, 120 wood and 2 copper bars. Copper bars are over here now. You can save low quality items to put in big challenge bins and save the high quality for you to sell. Or if you already have 10 hearts and they have requests, give them low quality, if that makes sense. You can save low quality items to put in big challenge bins and save the high quality for you to sell. If you already have, if you're already 10 heart and they have requests, give them low quality. I don't think quality matters in terms of gifting, does it? I'm pretty sure I've looked that up because I was concerned about that. But I always gift the lowest quality items because I want to save the higher quality for selling or for the Grange display. Because for the Grange display, the higher quality the item, the higher score you get, and the more variety of higher quality items too. I don't have a lot of wood. Let's just focus on making one for... I looked at this and then didn't grab it. Okay. I want to make 2 big, large bins, but I don't know if I have enough wood, so let's see. Big chests. Okay. Our vegetables need one, and our fish. Oops. I think that song got stuck in my head just now because the chest is blue. Okay, one goes in there. Okay. Sweet. Yeesh. I definitely didn't think to save much when I first started and absolutely should have, LOL. Yeah, it's funny because like people's like gameplay styles are so different. When I started playing my multiplayer save with my sisters, they would like sell everything that they had and they would make so much money so fast, but I would be saving everything. That's when I realized that I was doing something different because I was like keeping everything and then I wasn't making any money, and they were like, you know, buying coops and buying all this cool stuff, and I was like, dang, like how are you doing that? And it's because they were selling everything. So that's when I was like, oh, maybe we sell some more stuff rather than keeping, you know, 150 salmon berries in there for no reason whatsoever. If a gift is liked or loved, the points gained will be further affected by the quality of the item. Oh. Normal times 1, silver times 1.1, and gold times 1.25, iridium times 1.5. Gotcha. I wonder how much difference that makes in the long run. But that's good to know. I guess for Olivia, it might be worth it to then save like higher quality items for gifting, because since she's not gifting often and she doesn't really necessarily care about friendship, then that'll just increase the amount of friendship that she's making when she does gift. But then again, she would be saving quality items for I think I'm just going to chop some wood. For selling because she likes money. Oops, sorry. But yeah, I always find like watching other people play video games in general, especially games that I've played before, really interesting because you realize like how different your playstyle is from other people's. Which I don't know. I think it's cool to see how people's brains work in terms of how they want to play a game. But that's also one of the reasons why I don't really necessarily like watching games that I do intend to play, that are like more story based, or like have some type of exploration aspect to them, because then I see someone do a thing and I'm like, oh, I can do that thing, and I never actually find out how I would have played it if I hadn't watched someone play before. So yeah, just random thoughts. I have been playing Silksong off stream. I thought I was going to like save it for streaming, but I don't think my Silksong stream performed as well. And also the game is a lot more difficult than, or in my opinion, but apparently in several other people's opinions, the game is a lot harder than Hollow Knight, which is great. Like, I really enjoy it because they made a game that was, basically Team Cherry made a game for gamers, which I really enjoy. Like, they didn't underestimate their players and they didn't coddle them in any way. Oops. Go away. But then for playing on stream, when I'm playing a stressful game, I get angry. And that's not really the vibe that I want to give off on stream. So I figured it would be better for me to play Silksong off stream so that I know what I'm doing a little bit better. And then when I do play it on stream, I can kind of relax into being more present rather than being frustrated because I don't understand something in the game. So I think that that's what's going to work for me the best for that game. But anyways, it is very fun. And Tomato Shark, my husband, has been kind of filling me in on what people are saying about the game online. And I've been learning a little bit about his play style because I've been watching him play as well. Did that other chest, did I fill it up? No. Okay. Yeah, when I was playing Breath of the Wild, I tried not to look up anything unless I was stuck because I did look up something before doing it and regretted it. Tomato Shark says same. Yeah. Tomato Shark is kind of the king of accidentally spoiling himself. So I always try and get on him, like when we're watching a new TV show or something, he'll get really excited and he'll want to like know everything about the show. And so while we're watching the show, he'll start Googling something. I'm like, you are going to spoil yourself. You're going to spoil something and then you're going to ruin it for yourself. But yeah, I felt the same about Tears of the Kingdom because Tears of the Kingdom had all of those like opportunities for like engineering and building, and I didn't want to see how other people played, but then I ended up not really using the building feature for a long time because I just found it frustrating. So once I got more into Tears of the Kingdom, I then started watching other people play, I was like, wow, people are so creative, but also my brain doesn't work like this. I would just have to copy something somebody else did because I don't have an engineering brain at all in the slightest. Okay, we leveled up in farming. Finally, we can make a quality sprinkler. So that is incredible. I'm very excited about that. We're level 6, +1 watering can proficiency, +1 hoe proficiency. New crafting recipes are hardwood fence, cheese press, and quality sprinkler. Nice. Okay, sweet. That is wonderful. Okay, we made 2,825 gold today, and I'm gonna drink some water. Also, I think, I think I've said this on stream before. Tomorrow, cloudy with gusts of wind. Spirits are very displeased today. Living off the land. Fish focus, walleye. You can find this fish on rainy evenings during the fall and winter. It can be found in any freshwater location. Cool. I want to make my Discord a little more interactive, so I'm thinking about making different channels for different things, and one of the ones that I want to make is music, because I just want people to tell me what I should listen to. I know this is really random, I just thought of it because I was thinking about our Bird Doodle stream the other day and we were talking about music. But yeah, I think Lexi, I know you're in our Discord. If you have any other ideas for channels that you think might be good for our Discord, let me know. Something that matches our kind of stream vibe. But I think music would be one, art would be one, crafting would be one. I just don't want to make too many channels too fast while we're still growing, because I don't want it to be overwhelming. So these will probably just slowly be added as we continue to grow, but yeah, random thought. Also, apologies if I'm doing a lot of mouth breathing today. I'm still kind of stuffy from the cold I had earlier this week, so if I'm like, sorry, I cannot help it. I will do my best to blow my nose when I can, but it's more like congestion is the issue at this point. I think I said hi to my cow, so we're good there. And what kind of honey is this? Okay. Sweet. Alright, I don't think... Hold on, let's check. Yeah. That reminds me, we should continue making some jams or something. Blackberry. Okay. What do we need for our community center still? Winter foraging bundle for bridge repair. For the greenhouse, we still need our rare crops, which I feel like is going to be kind of difficult. I'm not going to worry about the fish tank. Am I? Yeah, no, I'm not going to worry about the fish tank because I don't care about that prize very much. The bus repair? I think... I wonder, when I do get the JojaMart membership, do I just add this all up and that's the amount, or does it amount to more? Hold on, how much would that be? 7, 5, 3, 2, 5. 42,500. 42,500. Okay, and then friendship, I'm not worried about either. So really we just want to finish the pantry, which is rare crops, the brewer's bundle, and the animal bundle. And then crafts room, which is the winter foraging. And I think that's it in terms of like the community center, how far we want to get before we just buy the Joja Mart membership, which is pretty cool. Okay. Let's look at quality sprinklers. What do we need for those? Iron bar, gold bar, and refined quartz. Refined quartz. How many do we need? We need one. Hold on, let's look at our farm plan actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We need 22 of them. Okay. Total. And we already have one? Okay. Let's just go all in. So we need 21. Actually, let's just leave. Let's make 14 for now. And then we can try and go into the mines and just get more. Or to make up for the loss. But I think that overall this will make our life better. So sweet. Das ist gut. Okay. I think I'll probably move stuff over winter to a more updated farm plan, because I realized if I want to have like nice paths, oops. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around to make space for the paths, so yeah, we'll shift some stuff. But for now I just want to put these things down. Sweet. Nice. Okay, so that is that goal done. Okay. Let's go and see how much, or like what. Hold on. What tree do I have? I think it's like a peach tree, maybe. It's whichever one we get from the mayor's house with the ticket. But let's go take a look at the spring trees and see. Alright, we got a help wanted. Help wanted. The local sardine population is starting to threaten other species. If you can fish 4 of them for me, it would be a big help, Demetrius. If I get around to it, Demetrius. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Cherries are spring. Apricots are spring. Oranges are summer. Peach is summer. Pomegranate is fall. Apple is fall. Okay, so I think I'll do cherry since we have the money for it now. And I think we have a peach sapling, but I'm not positive. I think we could also do apricot. And just get started on that, because it might be nice to have, it might be nice to have the spring trees right next to each other so we can just harvest them all together. The peach sapling will not be next to all the other summer ones, but that's okay. Let's pull up the farm plan and make sure I'm putting them in the right spot. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so I have them 3 tiles away from each other. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Well, it planted right under me. Okay. Is that 3 away? I doubt it. I think that's maybe? I don't know. We're just going to do our best. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so we have those now. Okay. Can cut these trees down if we want to. And we do want to go into the mines because we do want to upgrade our tools over the winter. And I did forget to water the corn today. And the dog. Let's do that real quick. And we'll put up... Actually, we'll put the sprinklers with the seeds. Okay. Let's go to the mines just for a little bit. And get some... We'll start with copper. Because we'll want to upgrade our hoe so that next spring we can just easily get everything set up. I think we get a golden scythe naturally later on, so I'm not worried about upgrading that. And then everything else we'll need iron ore for, so it is not a good luck day. I'll have to keep that in mind too. Okay. Get amethyst though. There's 1 copper ore. We have a total of 2 now. 3. We need at least 5. No. We need at least 25. Are you stuck? Here we go. Let's look for ore first. Nothing. I wonder if luck affects how much ore I find. No ladders anywhere. Hold on. Oh, I got dizzy. Right, where were we? There we go. Okay, we've got some copper ore here. Nine. Got a ladder. Let's get this. Gold. Yes. Okay, we have 11 copper ore. Like I said, we need 25 at least to upgrade. Ladder. 13. Oh, it's 9:30. Should probably work our way back home. We'll find a ladder on the way, that's fine. 19. There we go. Okay, there's 2 spots right here. Okay, we'll go home. We're at 21, so not bad, and I don't think we put anything. I keep forgetting that we have the mine carts. I need to use those. I can't remember whether emerald is useful for anything. I know it's good for gifts, so maybe it is. Okay. And we can go. Oh, got some hardwood from our dog. Okay. Weather report. Thunder and lightning expected. Fortune teller. Spirits are very happy today. Nice. Okay. So it might be a good day to go to the mines. Harvest. Good morning, chickens. Anyway. Thought that patch of dirt was the chicken. Okay. Make some more mail. Okay. Good morning, little cow. Alright. More hardwood. Water the dog. Is there an auto dog waterer that Marnie has? We'll have to check. Okay. Our mushroom up. Our fruit up. And then we can check the bat cave. More fruit. Alright. Any honey? More fairy rose honey. Okay. I think we'll go back to the mines and get more copper ore and iron ore for upgrades. Alright, we got some powder melon seeds. A train is passing. Wow, I'm right here. That never happens. Hello, train. Was I too early? Oh. I was about to be mad. Do you have anything for me? Hello, people. Hope you're having a nice train ride. You summoned me for nothing? That's rude. Alright. Nothing. Alright. Okay, we'll just head to the mines. And we'll dump whatever we don't need. Okay. We'll head down to level 10. We do need that for refined quartz. Okay. Two. Five. So we should be good in terms of upgrading tools. Six. Just get some more for crafting purposes. Ooh, mystery box. While I'm down here, I like just killing the monsters that I come across because then we can get those achievements from the Adventurers Guild. Okay, now let's head to lower levels. Let's go to 50. Yes. Probably should have emptied my pack, but that's okay. And we have 3 tools to upgrade with iron, so we need like 75 at least iron ore. So we'll just get as much as we can while we're here. Any ore anywhere? There we go. Where are we at? 12. Have we come across any ladders? I was not paying attention. So. Hello? Any ladders anywhere? Oops. Dang it. Here we go. The ghosts are really annoying when you don't have a good sword. because then you just have to hit them a million times. But thankfully, we have been able to upgrade. Ladder. Anywhere. There we go. There we go. Got a ghost fish from that ghost. Okay. Any more ore? No. We'll just look for a ladder then. 6 p.m. We have 24 iron ore, so we can almost upgrade one. Oops. Switch the wrong way. Okay, now we can officially upgrade one tool with iron ore so far. We don't have the gold for it, but we have the iron ore for it. Got some frozen geodes. Okay. No ore up there. No ore down there. Oop, perfect. Lots of ore here. Okay, we've got 33. I wonder if I should go back to the farm and concentrate the bee houses around the fairy roses. Oops. So that I'm making as much money as possible from that before winter comes. Maybe I'll do that. Give me a second. Okay, Perfect. Ghost fish in here? Yes. Okay. Actually. Oh. Oh, I learned that this is an owl. Fun fact. And here? Sure. Alright. We got our copper bars. Okay, let's go to bed. Just sleep. Okay. Down to the energy wire. I know. Got some bones for my dog, but also you're in my way. Please move. There we go. Weather report. Going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. Fortune teller. Spirits are very happy today. And the Queen of Sauce is a rerun. Okay. Sweet. Alright, we've got our iron ore to upgrade one tool. I think we'll spend our day outside of the mines today and see what else we can take advantage of while it is not winter out here. Hello. Hope you're well. I love how big their eyes are. So cute. Okay. Dopey. Good morning to you, cow. And now, do I need to buy a milk pail from Marnie? Maybe I should go to Marnie's and just check out what she has. Take care of this trash. Where are my bones? Guess maybe in here? Yes. Okay. It is Wednesday. Is Marnie around on Wednesdays? Let's see. Ooh, my tree is fully grown. Exciting. Hello? 8:20. I have bait, so let's go ahead and go fishing. Energy. It's 9 AM, so I can go. Let's just go. Good morning. Supply shop. Let's just take a look. Milk pail. Okay. So we will need that. Go ahead and get it. Doghouse, cat tree, birdhouse. Birdhouse. Oh, I want a birdhouse. We have all the animals we can get. We can adopt another pet, but that's very expensive, so that will be a later on thing. 500,000 gold for a purple turtle or tortoise. Terrapin? It has a terrapin nose, but I don't know. Okay, we got our milk pail. Is our cow grown? I feel like the moo was deeper today, which is why I said, do we need to buy a milk pail? Maybe we should get a chest up here. What are the cow stuff? Are you grown yet? You're a baby. Okay. Not yet. I'm gonna get a chest for our cow stuff though to bring over here. And then I'll probably move the chest and the mayonnaise machine once the mayonnaise machine is done. We actually didn't have to get copper the other night because we didn't use copper to make the quality sprinklers, but it is what it is. Now we have it. We'll use it for something for sure. Maybe I'll actually put everything here. Oh, no. Oh. Back there. And we can open our mystery box today too. So go open our mystery box. Aquatic overpopulation. So this is the special request board. For unknown reasons, the local population of tiger trout has grown to an unsustainable level. I need a local angler to help reduce their numbers, or bioimbalance. For unknown reasons, the local population of lake fish has grown to an unsustainable level. I need a local angler to help reduce their numbers. Okay, let's do that one. Because that's less specific than tiger trout. Oh. Also, we have a ticket, so we can use that. The mayor's house. Nice. Okay, so we get 4 preserve jars. And then next we get what looks like an apple tree. Okay, we need to catch 20 lake fish. So we can go up and do that after we open our mystery box. Quality fertilizer. Use that like spring. We'll use the carts to go to the mines and then just pop down here. Here we go. We have 5 days to catch 20 lake fish, so hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. In my personal game, I finished all of the quests that you could possibly finish on the special requests board until I open like the next thing, the next like area of the game or something, I don't know. So they just kept repeating. So I had no motivation to do them over again because it was the same thing. Let's see. Okay, we've got 4 so far. And the good thing about these is that we can sell them for money. Try and save up for upgrading our tools. I think the next level of tool upgrades is 5,000 gold. So if we want to upgrade all of the tools we want to upgrade, we'll need, I think, 17,000 gold. So we have a ways to go. But we'll hopefully be making money over winter too, so we don't have to make it all before winter. We do have to be strategic about what we're upgrading though. I think I'll start with either the axe or the pickaxe, because if we do the pickaxe we can get rid of all of the stone on our farm. Those like big rocks. But if we do the axe, then we can do we can open up the secret forest. So it might be more worth it to do the axe first before the pickaxe. My nose is runny. Hold on, let's get this chest. No, 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 no. Dang it. My runny nose distracted me. Okay. I'm still congested from the cold. Now whenever I move my head in funny ways, it's like my head starts spinning. Okay, we got a treasure chest with that one. Deluxe bait. It's 420. Oops. How many do we have now? 10. 10 out of 20. Treasure chest. We're getting a lot of treasure chest opportunities today. I just haven't gotten them. we get? Amphibian fossil. We'll see how many we can get before we have to call it a night in game. Tomato Shark, you said same, but I missed what you were saying same to. Oops. Oh, still congested. Yeah, Tomato Shark is actively sick right now. I got sick and then he took care of me, and then as soon as I started feeling better, he got sick. So everyone send healthy vibes to Tomato Shark, please, so that he heals soon. Okay, where are we at now? 14 of 20. Can we catch 6 more lake fish before we have to go home? And that's 2. My tongue just did a really weird squeaky thing. Sorry. Three. Four. Five. This fish just stood almost completely still. 6. Okay, sweet. Alright, we got 1,500 gold from that. New achievement, cowpoke. What's that one? Earn 50,000 gold. Alright. Alright, let's go home and sell these fish. Put down our preserve jars and put stuff in it. Bar. Okay. Let's just put them in here and then see what are duplicates. This little shove. So I'm gonna move the tuna over here. Recycle that. And sell that. We had one. Yes. Okay. So put the fertilizer over with the seeds. And put the preserve jars down. Sure. Okay. Put some salmon berries and blackberry in. So we have a ton of those. Harvest the grapes. Grab those torches. Did we get any honey today? No. Okay. Now we go to bed. Dog's laying down right in front of the door. Okay. Alright, we made 3,213 gold. Bookseller is in town today. Cloudy with gusty winds tomorrow. Somewhat mildly perturbed. Living off the land. Winter's coming soon, and that means your farm operations will be coming to a halt. No crops grow in winter unless you're lucky enough to have a greenhouse, but there's still plenty to do. More next time. Okay. Alright, a letter. Hi Olivia, thanks for your help with the fish. Nature is usually good at keeping things balanced, but sometimes artificial factors can cause an imbalance. I've enclosed a blueprint from a science magazine that you might find interesting. Demetrius. A farm computer. Okay, I've been trying to make a farm computer in my other save, but unfortunately, I sold all of my dwarf gadgets, which you need to build them. So, move this guy over here. So hopefully I'll have better luck in this save. Because I've been waiting for another dwarf gadget to show up in my other save, and it has not. Do we have blackberry jelly already? No. We have blueberry jelly. Okay, sweet. Put another blackberry in there. Alright. Hello, chickens. What should we do next? It may behoove us to make more Quality sprinklers. Or not quality sprinklers, sorry. Make more money. Here we go. We could also upgrade our coop. Are you big now? Yes. Sweet. Okay. Oops. We need a big milk, a large milk for the animal bundle. Yeah, I feel like we should just make more money. And the best way to do that right now is fishing. But I don't feel like spending my day fishing. We have 3 more days of fall. I guess we can see if there's like help wanted. Also, I feel like there's geos that we haven't opened, so let's go do that. Nothing. Oh, we do have a ticket too. Because we finished the fishing quest. And we got an apple sapling. Yep. Okay, cool. We can go plant that when we get back. Some meat new. Hello. Process geodes. I think that's new. Fluorapatite. Iron ore. Lunarite. Stone. And more stone. Mudstone. Copper ore. Jamborite. Granite. Earth crystal. Thunder egg. Stone. Dwarvish helm. And one more earth crystal. Okay. I think there's just one thing that we haven't put into the museum, so let's take that. I'm coming for you. Okay. Donate. New reward. Okay, nice. What do we get? What do we get? Collect crystal chair. Okay. That, I feel like, would be Olivia's vibe. It kind of looks like it has a smiley face on it, doesn't it? The back of it. Okay, sweet. I guess let's go and check out the bookseller since we're over here and see if there's anything worth buying. Let's clear this out more here too. Buy books. Okay. Woodcutters Weekly. Read this to gain some foraging experience. Is the only one we can afford right now. Where are we at in terms of our levels? Farming level 6, mining level 6, foraging level 7, fishing level 8, and combat level 6. I think we need to save our money, so I don't think there's anything that's quite worth it for us right now. Let's go put our apple sapling and crystal chair up. Also, maybe over winter we can start focusing more on romancing Haley, because I think that that's who I'm going to go for romantically for Olivia. We can sell these. Definitely keep the earth crystals though. Check the ore. And then we can make one more of those. Iron bar. Seeds. Plant the apple tree. Which, if I remember correctly, let's look up what the apple trees look like when they're growing, because I don't want to get it wrong. Okay. I got it wrong. That's a bummer, but that's okay. I looked them both up and they looked similar. Oh well. Okay. And where can we put this chair? Why is it? How do I turn it? How do I turn this chair? Oh. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look it up. There we go. Okay. Now she gets to sit in her little throne. I think she will take that off the wall, and that off the wall, and that off the wall. Yeah, I think the rest is not her vibe. Which means we're going to take this chest and we're just going to put a chest right by the bed and put any decor that we get that is not our vibe in there, including this. Okay, nice. Let's see, what else can we do tonight? Anything? Let's move. There we go. Move this against the wall. I have made a mistake. That's the first time I've seen indoor lighting turn on. Oh, really? I've seen it before. Okay. We're just doing this the long way. There we go. Okay, sweet. Did not know you could move the chest like that. Yeah, that's with the 1.6 update. Makes things a whole lot easier. Oh, there's some home decor that we can move in that chest too. That can go in. That can go in. That can go in. Don't mind me just carrying a big ass fridge. Because I think... Can the fridge be placed? Yeah, no. Fridge can't be placed, which is why I have it in that chest. Not in this kind of house. Okay. I think that is where... No, okay. Okay. Yep, let's sell this mayonnaise. Put away those bat wings. I guess we'll just go to bed for now then. Classic Zelda puzzle, lol. With the moving of the chests? Oh, look at the little alien thing! There it goes. Duh, so true. Okay. We made 1832 gold. But yeah, the moving of the chests like that, it came with the 1.6 update, so it makes life a whole lot easier. Weather report. It's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the Spirit's Eve. The event will take place in Pelican Town starting between 10 p.m. and 11:50 p.m. Don't be late. I will not be late. It's my favorite time of year. Okay. Dear Olivia, here's a vegetable from the little garden I keep out back. You probably have more veggies than you know what to do with, but oh well. Caroline. Alright. Excuse me. Dear Olivia, noticed a chill in the air. It could just be the approach of winter, or it could be the tingle of a dark specter here to help us celebrate tomorrow's festival, the Spirit's Eve. Come to town at 10 p.m. if you'd like to participate. Mayor Lewis. Hold on, my nose is running again. Okay. I'm too dizzy. Alright, let's harvest. I feel like that's going to be our last big harvest of the season. Got more fairy rose honey. Okay. That up. Mayonnaise. Good morning, chickens. Where are you? Oh, there's one of you. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. More mayo. Some red mushrooms. Oh, forgot to grab the pail. Good morning, Betsy. Got another small milk. You're good on food for now. And I can make a cheese maker. So maybe let's take a look at that. Cheese press. Wood, stone, hardwood, and copper bar. Let's make one of those. Wood, stone. Oh, we don't have enough hardwood. We'll have to wait until we upgrade, I guess. And copper bar. Okay. Let's water the dog. Good morning, puppy. Okay. And put up the mushrooms. Okay, what was it on our list that we wanted to do? What else? We bought our spring fruit trees. We wanted to upgrade our coop, figure out what to do with our money, and then that's pretty much it, because the other thing we're not going to do today. What do we need to upgrade our coop? Let's see. Okay, we need 10,000 gold. And then we need 400 wood, 150 stone. Okay, so really what we need to focus on is making money. Which I think we'll do by going fishing. But first we'll check the help wanted just in case. And then the special requests board I don't think updates until Monday, so we won't bother with that. Yeah, no help wanted. We'll check our crab pot over here. And I think we'll go fishing at the ocean today. Might as well collect this while we're at it too. Can take that to Gunther. Move a book for the library. Bait in that crab pot. And then we'll head over here and see if there's anything to collect. Right. There's a little spot of fish right here. Oops. There we go. Oops. Tricked me. Tilapia? Sardine. Oop. Tilapia. Oop. There we go. Treasure chest. We just have to catch it. Fish. Guess I need some other tilapia. Yep. What do we get? Wood and a diamond. Okay, not bad. We have 3 more slots. Sardine. Ooh, sea cucumber, our first catch. Nice. Sardine. And after this, we need to check to see how many. Our backpack is almost full. Sardine. We have one more spot. Another sardine? Or no, an anchovy. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna put all of our bait in our fishing rod. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because we only have 2, or we only have 1 slot left. Anchovy. Oof. Okay, definitely want the diamond, and then the earth crystals will go in the same one. Okay, cool. Although I hate to leave that spot, we can go and sell our fish to Willy. And then keep fishing. So we don't have to go too far. We do want to make it back to the museum by... Oh, we'll talk to him. Elliot, my legs are stiff from sitting at my writing desk all morning. What a lovely life to like sit at your writing desk, write, and then come out and just chill by the ocean for a little bit. Okay, I'll sell 2 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those. I guess there was no point to doing that because my slots are gonna all still be full. Okay, let's go to the museum. Turn in that ornamental fan. Because I don't remember whether I have those at home or not, so I don't want to sell all of them if I don't remember if I have them at home. Donate. Sure. Okay. No reward from that. But we can catch 1 more fish while we're here. Joja Cola. Cool. Let's go back home and see if we have those fish. Put them up. Oh, yeah. So we can pick it up later. What else is going on? Okay. Not too shabby. Got 2 diamonds today. Now we put up our fish. tilapia over here. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have sea urchins yet. Do I not have mussels either? Guess not. Okay, now we sell anything that we have more than one of. Okay. Cycle that. And sell that. Okay. I kind of want to. I think I'll keep fishing. We'll go down here. Oh, and we do want to see if she has anything for us. Okay. Slime, fish taco, omelet, stepping stone path. 500 gold for one stepping stone? No. Fairy seeds, copper ore, iron bar, large egg, carp, blueberry seeds, houseplant, coffee bean, red fez. Okay. Nothing that we need. Salmon. Chub. Green algae. Chub. Thank you, Lexi, for the stretch. Let me catch this fish and then I'll do some stretches. And thank you for the hydrate as well. Salmon? Alright. Do the hydrate first. Okay, let's do some wrist stretches. Thank you for the posture check, Tomato Shark. I appreciate it. I did a lot of hand activities yesterday. Did some gaming and a lot of crocheting, so my wrists are suffering. Whew, we're doing hand flexing. I've been trying to find some good stretches for my wrists. And I think my posture is okay. So we're good. Okay, more fishing. I also was looking down a lot yesterday, so I had a really bad neck ache that turned into an almost migraine last night, and I'm really glad I don't have a migraine today. It might come on later on tonight, but I don't have it right now, so we're grateful for that. I need fish. More fish. Oop. Here we go. Need to make money. So if we want to upgrade the coop, it's 10,000 gold. Plus, I think 17,500 gold for all of the tool upgrades that we want to do. So we need to make that money. Having more animals will help us out too. Once we can make that cheese. Cheese press, then that'll help too, but we need the axe upgraded to make the cheese press because we need more hardwood. So unless somehow we get hardwood from somewhere else, we can't really get hardwood until we have our axe upgraded. I feel like Olivia might be just fishing hardcore to start herself off. And actually she like hates fishing and never wants to use a fishing rod ever again. Obviously we'll have to do things in the game. But I don't think that she'll make money fishing once we can get a solid start on her farm. I don't think that that will be her go-to. She might have some fish ponds also to like get what she needs in terms of fish, but I think she'll only go fishing if it's specifically required, like for quests and stuff. Is anyone doing anything fun for the rest of their day? I have to work later, so that's what I'm doing for the rest of my day. Okay, we can head back. Got a treasure chest, copper, ore, and wood. I used my last piece of bait too, so perfect timing. No, run away. Okay. Let's sell as much as we can. Have to move the tiger trap too. Okay. Tiger trout are not for selling. We can sell this bream. The chub. And that's it. Drag the tiger trap over here. Ah! No! Dang it. Hi. Okay. Okay. Some mayonnaise. Actually, we have more mayonnaise we can sell in here. Here. Seeds in here. Fat wings in here. Actually, coal can go over here. Can make another copper bar. Wood can go over here. Path with me, I'm guessing that's from the lightning. Okay, and then sell our fish and our mayo. Okay. Cool. Let's go to bed. Oh, and I think that we get the golden pumpkin tomorrow for the Spirits Eve festival, which sells for a good amount of money. So, we'll get some money for that. Okay, we got 2,605 gold today. All right, weather report. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow, fortune teller. Spirits are in good humor today. Okay. Grape. Got more honey. Nice. Okay. My fairy rose. Moving the honey things to the fairy rose area. That's a good thing to do. I'll set that too. Plates up. Copper up. Water the dog. Oh, we want to upgrade the coops so that we can get a duck too. So whatever money we need for buying a duck will also be... We'll also have to make money for that. Okay. More mayo. We can sell that. Make more mayo. Morning chickens. Some little eggs. And let's grab our milk pail. Hello, cow. Okay. Got another little little milk. We need a large milk for the community center. Okay. We have one of each. Let's sell this mayo. Our preserves are ready. And sell the rest. Oh, coal goes over here. And do we have anything above? Can we put these in the preserve jars? Let's see. With fiddlehead ferns? We can. Okay. Let's put those in there. Since we have over 20 of them. Okay. I think maybe we'll head to the mines again after we check this cave. To collect more iron ore. Since we are going to be making money from the pumpkin today. And we can't go into town because of the festival. I found the missing path area. There we go. Okay. Put up anything we don't need. And go to 5. I don't know if anyone who's hanging out is a fan of the Great British Bake Off, but the new season started recently, and I was watching that this week. First 2 episodes, I think. First 2 episodes have come out. It comes out on Fridays on Netflix. So I'll have to wait until next Friday to watch the next episode, but I am very happy that Bake Off is back because it is, like I posted about comfort games recently. That is a comfort show for me. I watched it when I had COVID a few years back, which was just perfect because I had just like moved to a new place. I was alone, I didn't really know anybody. And of course, I had to isolate, but I had my comfort show, so it was all good. I just got to binge Bake Off. I think at that point I hadn't. Maybe that's when I started watching it, or I had only watched like a couple of seasons. Sorry, I didn't mute my mic. So anyways, yeah, I've been watching Bake Off and I'm very happy. Okay, there's some iron ore over here. Let's head down a level. I love how as soon as I come in, all of the dust sprites just hop towards me. Is crystal fruit one of the... Yeah, it's one of the winter foraging items, so we can take that to the museum tomorrow in-game. But I don't think we'll get to tomorrow before we get to end stream, because we have all of today to play through, and then the festival is tonight. So it'll take another while to get through talking to everyone in the maze. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to play another day. Okay. We have 3 iron ores. Oh, there's a ladder already, but let's see if there's any iron ore on this level. There is. All iron ores. Oops. Right. Seven. Is that? I think that's one of the special color. No, maybe not. It looked like it was one of the color changing ones for a second, but I lied. No color changing slimes, the prismatic slimes. Okay. 11. Okay. It's 5 p.m. We have to watch the clock because we want to make sure that we can make it to the Spirits Eid Festival. Okay. Oh, that was a weird flash. Some of the dust sprites are smaller than the others. Okay, we've got some amethyst over here. Oops. Nice. Come on. Oh. Got some copper. Did I pass the ladder? Sometimes there's a ladder up here. Oh, there we go. Alright, it's 8:40, so I'm just gonna head back up. Grab my stuff. Just kidding. We'll leave that there. Okay. We'll head back home, drop off our stuff, and then head to the Spirits Eve Festival. Actually, we might be able to play one more day after that. We'll see. One there. Blackberry jelly, I believe we already have. Yep. We can sell that. Drop this in here, and then make some iron bars. Drop the blackberry jelly. We'll keep the geodes and the crystal fruit in our inventory to remind us that we want to take care of that. And okay, we'll head over. We're at 10,000 gold, so I feel like we're doing pretty good. Oops, 10 minutes early. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Jas says, "But Aunt Marnie, I want to go in the maze. I'm not scared." Oh, no achievement. Hi, Olivia. Marnie says, "Hi, Olivia. Have you had a productive fall? It's starting to get quite cold. Crops won't hold out for much longer." Haley? Eek, I'm too scared. Olivia would be like, "I'll go with you." Okay. In our shop we can get a rare crow. We do need a jack-o'-lantern for the community center. But I don't know if it's one of the ones that we really like. It might be one of the ones that we want to pay for eventually anyways. So we're not going to bother with that. I'm not going to bother with the rare crow yet either. We can work on that collection later on if we want to. Funky rug, gravestone. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to spend my money. Can we even get to Pierre? I don't think we can. Okay, Marlin. Don't get too close to the cage. Okay. Sebastian says, "I have no idea how these skeletons are walking. Creepy." Good point. It's pretty cool though. Shane says, "Why is there no more pumpkin ale?" Maybe because you drank it all? Clint says, "One of my iridium-infused maces would make quick work of these." Robin, "Well, winter's almost here. It's a great time to stockpile wood and stone." Demetrius says, "I haven't seen Maru in hours. I hope she's alright." Gus, "It's a lot of fun to cook with pumpkin. Such an interesting fruit." Elliot, "Why, hello, Olivia. It's chilly, isn't it?" It is. Pam, "I'll come to any event with free grub. You won't see me in the haunted maze, though." It's fair. Vincent, "Mother won't let me go in the maze. Sob." Lewis. Good evening, Olivia. Have you ventured into the haunted maze yet? It's quite spooky. That strange man who lives in the tower set it all up himself. He wouldn't let anyone near while he was working on it. Jody. Vincent's upset that I won't let him go into the haunted maze, but he's just a little boy. Tomato Shark says, spooped. I believe he meant spoopy, but he typed spooped. Caroline says, I get scared very easily. I'll leave the haunted maze to the younger people. Yes, spoopy. Leah says, hi, sorry, mouthful of blackberries. Emily says, do you like the jack-o'-lanterns? I carved them myself. We already talked to Shane. Can't go that way. I think we can't go anywhere else that way. Everyone else is in the haunted maze. Okay. Let's see. Harvey says, oh, you found me. The truth is I got too scared, so I came here to hide. Don't tell anyone. Olivia would be like... Maru says, I think I've already been this way. No, wait. I'm lost. Me when I was in the corn maze last year. Okay. The vapor from this cauldron, it's making my head spin, but I can't seem to leave. I wonder what the wizard did to it. We've got Baba Yaga up here. Oh my god, there's a little cat in the house. Its eyes blink. Oh, that's so cute. I wonder if that's a real cat. Just hanging out. I was very spooked by the maze. Haha. Nice. Oh. The TV flashed. Did you see it? There's something weird over there, but how do I get to it? Says Alex. There's got to be a secret passage somewhere around here. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Abigail says, I can't go on. Spiders. Speaking of spiders, I'm gonna be doing a Spooktober. All the month of October, we're gonna try and stream as many spooky things as possible. And one of the things I want to do that month is crochet some spooky things. But I don't want to have too many crochet streams. So I might do a poll to see what you would want the crochet stream to be. There's a few things that I would like to crochet. I think maybe... I'm not sure where I'd put the poll, either Instagram or Discord or both. But keep an eye out because I might be taking some suggestions for a few things for Spooktober streams on my socials. That's odd. It's just a dead end up ahead. I could have sworn there was someone ahead of me when I went through the maze, though. Where'd they go? Actually, now that I said that, I'm just gonna put the socials command in chat. My Instagram and my VODs channel are there, and then here's the Discord. Someone said it didn't work last time. I tried to test it, and it seemed to be working for me, so if it doesn't work for you, let me know, and I can put a new link up, but hopefully it works. There we go. Okay. I have gotten stuck in this tunnel before. Look, Linus and the wizard are hanging out back there. So cute. Okay. Yay, we got a golden pumpkin. We received a golden pumpkin. Okay, and then there's a little shortcut back. Nice. Okay. I think I talked to everyone. I'm wondering if I should buy the jack-o'-lanterns just in case. I'm gonna go with no. Okay. Here we go. I talked to everyone, right? I hope so. Leave the Spirit's Eve. Once you do, the festival will end. Oops. Yes. Oof. Alright. We're gonna plop the golden pumpkin into the selling bin. It's worth 2,500 gold. And then gather up our iron bars. Put them up. Make another copper bar. Okay, so now we have enough iron to upgrade 2 tools out of the... I guess we would only have to upgrade 2. We could upgrade the hoe again. We could upgrade the hoe twice in the winter. So we should be good on ore for upgrading everything we want to upgrade once. I'm not worried about the scythe. Cool. Good deal. Level 7 mining. So +1 pickaxe proficiency, and now we can craft a gold bar. Transmute AU. I don't really know what that means. Look at that, full moon. Okay, we made 5,275 gold today. So we're almost... We need a little less than 2,000 gold to get to having enough gold to upgrade. Actually, no, because we only need to upgrade 2. Okay, hold on. So if this would be 5,000 to upgrade, this would be 2,000 to upgrade, and this would be 5,000 to upgrade. That's... We do have enough to upgrade the tools that we want to upgrade once. So then we need 10,000 gold for the upgrade of the coop, and then I can't remember how much ducks are, but however much we need for that. So, again, we're not doing too shabby. Weather report. Going to be clear and sunny all day. Spirits are very happy today. And then the Queen of Sauce. Artichoke dip. This is a delightful... Oh, that sounds so good. This is a delightful way to get more artichokes into your body. Personally, I don't even dip anything in there. I just guzzle the sauce down like it's a milkshake. Delicious. Alright, you do you. Learn how to cook artichoke dip. Alright. Alright, final fall harvest. Did we not get... We were supposed to get an ancient berry from this. And we never did. Which sucks. I don't know what happened. I guess we'll harvest all our flowers. Dang, what happened? That's not good because we did need that for the greenhouse. Well, not too much we can do about it now. gift those sunflowers to Haley over winter if we're going to try and romance her over the winter. Wait, where's the... Do you need that? Oh, I was gonna water the dog. Hello, puppy. Sea cucumber frenzy has begun at the beach. That might not be too bad to go to. I'll go for remember. I should probably make more tappers and put them on different trees. Actually, you know what? Let me write that down. So our goals for next time: romance Haley. Make more tappers and put them on the other trees. Buy a duck, upgrade the coop, upgrade the hoe, but first we upgrade axe, upgrade pickaxe. Okay, we have plenty to do over winter time. Did I? Yeah. Okay. Got another little milk. Okay. Our maple syrup up. Watering can. Sell the mayonnaise. And then we can take the crystal fruit and the geodes. Hello? Okay. I want to pull a prank on my dad. I'll need smallmouth bass. Keep it a secret, Abigail. We could do that. Let me get one ticket. So that'll be nice. So we'll do that after we drop off the crystal fruit at the community center. Soapstone. Stone. Coal. Stone. Ocean stone. Iron ore. And hematite. Okay, ocean stone is new for us, so we can take that to the museum. Donate. Okay. While we're here, we can read these books. Scarecrows. Once you start growing a lot of crops on your farm, you can expect to be visited by crows. In the morning, you might discover that a crow has made breakfast out of your hard work. One way to prevent those bothersome crows from eating your crops is to set up scarecrows near your crops. Be aware that scarecrows have limited range, so you'll need multiple if your farm is large. Scarecrows keep track of how many crows they've diverted. You can use that to tell if they're in a useful spot. Collectible scarecrows aren't just for looks. They work just the same as the regular model. Okay. And then, the secret of the star drop. For thousands of years, people have been intrigued by the mysterious powers of the star drop. But no one knows where they come from. Professor R.J. Cutler, a leading researcher on strange fruit, says this. We've discovered traces of genetic material on meteorites that closely resemble the star drop. A kitten has entered the chat. What you doing? You hungry? She's deciding what to do. But it's not a proven match. Regardless of where they come from, the peculiar fruit is said to be uncommonly delicious, and some even claim they grant special power to those who eat them. Okay, cool. Let's go to the community center and drop off the crystal fruit. Forgot the name of it. And then we'll get our smallmouth bass for Abigail. Here. Okay. I'm gonna clear this out. Hello, Haley. I've never been to the forest. It's muddy, muddy, and I could get a blister on my foot. So true. Okay, so she says she's never been to the forest. Is the area near Marnie's house considered the forest? Because if it is, I think she does have like a character growth moment, because she does end up going out there later.
What is it? Can you come sit in my lap? Ooh. Here we go. Can I sit up here? Yep. Someone's being a spoiled baby. I have to finish playing. Silly goose goose. Okay. Up here. I think we can sell those minerals. Cat is demanding my attention. We can make one of these. Put our fruit up. Put our seeds up.
Smallmouth bass. Okay. Where is Abigail today, actually? So we don't miss her. Let's see, it is fall. Sunday. Leaves home to go to the Wizard's Tower. Okay. So I'm assuming she made her way down this way. Here she is. Okay. Perfect. Heh, perfect. Here's your reward, Olivia. Don't say a word to my dad. Cool. Got 150 gold and a ticket, so we'll take that down to the mayor's house. Okay. Friendship 101. Honestly, I feel like Olivia would like act like she didn't care about this book, but she'd be like, let's read it. Okay, hold on, let's read. You become friends with people a little faster. Okay, very useful for her. So we are going to read that. You've learned a new power. Nice. Okay, what is next on there? Bombs, and then a baseball cap, and then a fish smoker. So that'll be nice. Okay, sweet. Whoop. Maybe let's I guess we'll go fishing. Make a little bit more money before we get our winter started. Swim fast. And no, it's too late now. I was gonna say maybe we could upgrade a tool, but it's 320. We won't be able to get to the bars. Get our copper or iron bars in time to make it back to Clint. We'll just get started on that tomorrow. In game. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep on fishing. Because we do still need more money for our coop. Trout. I don't know if you can hear the cat, but she is pretending to munch on my headphone cables. Why are you being weird? Pam's gonna get so mad. There she goes. Whoops. And now, you're gonna sit on the desk. And press every single button on my keyboard that you can. That you're distracting me. Oh, dang it. We're still good, right? Yeah, we're still good. Sorry if you hear her rubbing on the mic. Okay, bye. You know what? Let's just go chop some wood. Because we're not going to be able to do that for a few days. Once we upgrade our tools. She's sitting at the door staring at it. I'll let you out in a minute, okay, baby? Bye. Okay. Grab this. Can sell that. Go over this way and chop some wood. Okay. Anyone? Okay, and then we'll cut this down to get some more hay. Actually, doesn't look like we need any more. Hold on. Yeah, good. Now let's put our stuff up. Sell things. There we go. We can sell that. We had tiger traps over here, right? Yes. Okay, we can sell that too. This up. This up. That up. So, mayonnaise, fish, and then we can take the tail to Gunther tomorrow in game, open up the geode tomorrow in game, and let's take out the 5 iron bars that we need to upgrade our axe tomorrow. And we're going to put a summer squash into the preserves jar. That's empty. What else can we do? think that's about it. Okay, so we're ready for winter. And we'll call it a stream here. Go to sleep. Let's see how much money we made real quick. All right, 1,439 gold. Not too shabby. Okay. Oopsie. All right, so I feel like we're really well set up for winter time in game. Which is perfect. All right. That brings us to the end of stream for today. So we are going to be streaming next on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then on Thursday again, same time. And Tuesday's stream will be continuing the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge. I had been kind of avoiding the Sims 4 for a while because of the break in the game for anyone who had mods with the update. But I did test the game and it should work. So we'll be continuing the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge on Tuesday with our broccoli generation, and then Thursday we'll go back to continuing our JojaMart Let's Play that we did today. So we'll start our winter in Stardew Valley on Thursday. I think that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Whether you are lurking or whether you subscribe or anywhere in between, I do appreciate you being here. If you did enjoy our vibe and you aren't following, please feel free to follow if you want to continue hanging out. But like I said, if you are just lurking and having a good time for today, that is fine with me too. And I think that's all of the updates I have for today. I think I kind of filled y'all in on the little things that I have planned for the future over the course of stream. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, a lovely rest of your Sunday, and until next time, I will see you very soon. All right. Bye.